Yay! I was beginning to wonder if it was going to work today. It's been a little challenging behind the scenes today. Hello, Annie Bear, swishing through. Safe travels. Hello, Hypnicity. Lovely to see you. And yeah, absolutely. We can do that on the next one that I have on my channel, the live stream. Um, my internet today is acting kind of funky monkey, so we're gonna get to this. Hello, Rossi. How are you doing today? Well, this is my 101st episode on this channel. And since I live on Highway 101 and Highway 101 runs down the Oregon coast, I thought that was quite spiffy. But what we're going to talk about today on this particular live stream is you are here for your oracle reading for the Lemurian Astrology birth signs. And if you don't know your birth sign, don't worry. I'm going to be walking you through it. This week is slightly complicated. If you've seen on the thumbnail, we actually have two different signs that we're going to be dialing through today and then later this week. So we have on the 29th, April 29th, which of course is today, and then April 30th. Both of these are what's called Maita. So if you're a Maita, happy birthday. And a Maita is made up, that's the 13th sign, the 13th symbol. And any of the calendar months that have the 29th, 30th, or 31st, if your birthday falls on any of those days, you're what's called a Maita. And that sits at the central sun. And that's where our light comes from, is the central sun. And that is the undistorted light. And Maita is represented by the crystals. And so to start off with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everybody here and on the replay, energetically speaking, all on the same page. Huna Flash, my mentor, used to call it the login. I call it the harmonization because we're harmonizing everybody's energies all at the same time. Tihe, oi, ora, mahaka watahi, it ingwa to tell irita o otawona. Why you with the boot? It ingwa, tafanui, trani, tau, why you with the boot? It ingwa, tafayatam, tuitatama, why you with the boot? Tihe, ori, ora. Wonderful. Okay, to start off with, we are using this week Izzy Ivy's Beyond Lemuria deck. Okay. And if you do not resonate with your card, I actually have two cards that are pulled from the bottom of the deck. I had two of them fall out that wanted to join us today. So as I was saying previously, if you were born the 29th, 30th, or 31st of any of the months, oops. Okay, I think we got it back. Okay, it's going to be a little challenging today. Okay, so if you were born the 29th, 30th, or 31st, yours is called Maita, and your symbol is the crystal, and your essence is the undistorted light. And yours this week, wow, that's interesting. You have Soul Star for yours this week. I think it's, yeah, the Soul Star chakra. So in Lemuria, this is going to also be called Maita. There are two types of Maitas. Maita gets used for a lot of things, but it will refer to the Soul Star chakra, which is about 2 feet above your head. It connects you to the divine. It also puts you in connection with your super consciousness, who is your bestest friend in the whole wide world. Okay, and it also Maita will also refer to, but not for Maitas this week, will also refer to the, what is it called? It's below the root chakra. And I'm drawing a blank for the name of it. But it will be to connect you into Mother Earth, and it's about 2 feet beneath your feet. That's also called Maita. Okay, so if you are born through May 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Toroa. This is the sign that we're moving into, and it will be on the 1st of May through the 28th, and so this is the sign of the Albatross. Now this is our last calendar month for Lemuria. Okay, we're entering into our 12th month in this calendar. So it's winter time, we're closing in, and things are winding down. And the essence for this month is determination, and it also speaks to the observer mode. Okay, So we'll speak more about that on the live stream. But yours this week, happy birthday, by the way. Any Toroas that we have out there, happy birthday month. You have this week co-creation. You're an amazingly strong individual on your own, but it's incredible what can be created when we're together. Yay. Thank you. Okay, next we have those that are born June 1st through the 28th, fellow wombats, because this is the sign of Kopanui, which is the sign of the wombat. The essence of this month is going to be the child and childlike energy, innocence. We have the third eye chakra this week. So that speaks to messages coming in from spirit this week. Also called the brow chakra. In Lemuria, it's going to be called Tanaro. So that's going to be our focus this week. So if you're born June 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Kopanui, the sign of the wombat. July 1st through the 28th is the sign of Kaka. Kaka speaks to the essence of the voice, also the community, the sisterhood, and the brotherhood. How interesting. So it's reminding me of your roots, Kakas. Starseer this week for you. I love the use of the feathers in this one too. Connect with your stars. Okay. If you were born August 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Fatua. Fatua is the sign of the falcon, and the essence of this month is purification. Oh, how cool! And with purification comes evolution, which is pretty awesome. And in these times, we're definitely going through some evolution. Our DNA is being, um, it's interesting. Sometimes they talk about attacking the DNA and we're going to cut this out and do this and that. But really, it's just you'll see segments of the DNA suddenly light up like little switchblades, switch lights turning on. So some of them will be suppressed and some of them will come online. We're changing from crystalline or carbon into crystalline. So that is part of that evolution. And that was for Fatuas. And as I said, if this isn't resonating with you this week, we also have 2 more cards to go. And only take what resonates with you. September 1st through the 28th, this is the sign of Namu. Namu is the sign of the dove, and the essence of this month is peace. Oh, beautiful. Namu, you're being asked to come into an alignment, being supported by the 2 dolphins, Regu. And there's a dragonfly hidden in that. Alignment. So keep focusing on your alignment this week. That was for Namus. If you were born October 1st through the 28th, yours is a sign of Kihi. Kihi is a sign of the lamb. The essence of this month is truth. Beautiful. You have crown chakra this week. In Lemuria, that's going to be called Upo. So again, it's asking you to do more of a connection or open up, focus your connection upwards this week to connect to the divine, also your superconsciousness. You'll flow through the superconsciousness to get to the divine. If you were born November 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Kahuku. Kahuku is the sign of the butterfly. And this is also the essence of transformation. So Kahukus, beautiful Kahukus. Sometimes you can be your own worst critics. Kahukus, this week you're asked for love and compassion. That's not just for others because traditionally Kahuku is the sign of Scorpio, which can be a little stingy, but anybody that knows Scorpios knows that we are our own worst enemies. I have a lot of that in the Western astrology charts. So treat yourself and others with loving compassion this week. A little bit of sweetness coming in. Okapis, if you were born December 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Okapi. This is the light of Father. And, wow, you, my dears, how interesting. This week, take a look around. You have new blueprints coming in. You may be receiving messages through the animals. You could be receiving it through your walks in the woods, your morning meditations, your evening meditations. This will be the week for it. New blueprints, new directions. Next, if you were born January 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Hia or Hea. This is the sign of the hare, and the essence of this month is endurance. Beautiful. You have sacral chakra. All kinds of creativity this week. And even if you say that you're not artistic or whatever, just grab a pencil or a pen and start drawing doodles. You'll be surprised at what you can unlock. There we go. Okay, if you were born February 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Kirani. Kirani is the sign of the hummingbird, and this sign is the essence of this sign is the tiny voice from heaven. And yours, wow, reclaim your energy, Kiranis. Reclaim your energy. It's going to come from many different places. Put your crown on. You stand sovereign this week. That also speaks, sometimes we're in such a hurry that we begin to place our attention in several different fractured areas of our lives. And sometimes we just need to calm down just a few and reclaim or reconnect all of ourselves into one. So we've got our energy placed out with grabbing the kids from school. What am I going to cook for dinner? I've got that project at work that needs to be completed. Yada, yada, yada. So pull it back. If you were born March 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Honu. Honu is the sign of the sea turtle, and the essence of this month is navigation. Wow. Honu, it's asking you to play with the sound of the universe this week. Our universe is actually formed from sound frequencies. Neat. Okay. And last but not least, if I have missed you and you are in April month, this is the month of Tuatara. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthdays to all of our Tuataras. This was the sign of the smiling gecko. And we've just waved goodbye to the smiling gecko, which is the essence of the smile. And yours, Tuataras, you're not done yet. Shine your light. If you've got leftover birthday candles, light them up. Loud and proud. That was for Tuataras. Now for everybody else, well, this is for all of us. There were two cards that fell out from the Easy Ivy deck, which was interesting to me. The first one was Beyond the Mind, which is fascinating because we had several cards this week for different signs that spoke to connecting to the divine, superconsciousness, and beyond, our cosmic cousins. And then the second card that insisted that it had to come out, trust your innocence. Sometimes we're so busy pushing in the world, we need to remember our innocence. That is important as well. It's not a vulnerability, it's not a weakness. Okay, wonderful. Alrighty, gang, I'm going to turn on the comment section right quick. Scan through. There is, before I do that, if you are here and you're interested in learning more about Lemuria, or you have questions about Lemuria, or the astrology, or any of that, any of the light codes, I also do energy work, and I have another live chat that I have set up that will start at 10:30. But odds are good that we're going to hop right over into that. So if you're curious, come over. You can ask your questions in the chat. Also, if you're there for the replay, keep in mind that sometimes we will be doing a ton of energy work for those that are there. If you need, you can absolutely leave a comment underneath one of the videos if you have a question, and I will answer that for you. Or if you want, you can reach out to me at my website, debbiedement.com. There is a contact me form on the upper right-hand side. Fill that out, and I will be in contact with you. Okay? So let's take a quick look at the comment section before we blitz out of here. La 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 la. Hello, Rossi. Oh, how wonderful. Inner knowing. Hello. Lori Hunsinger. Beautiful. Randy's made it. Wow, wow, wow. Hi, Karen Robinson. How you doing? Much, much wow, wow. Ah, gorgeous. Daily Muse. My roots run deep. This deck, yeah, I'll bring it back up so people can see in case you wanted to screenshot it or figure it out. This is Izzy Ivy's Beyond Lemuria. Isn't it gorgeous? I saw it right after it first hit the market and just had to have it. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah. She's got several different decks. Scrolling. Yay. Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Oh, you missed your wombat. Had to let the dog out. It was a good one this week. It's about all I remembered of. Oh, here we go. Hypnicity, if you're still around. That was ours this week for the wombats. It's the third eye, the brow chakra. Tonado is what it's going to be called in memoriam. Yay. Okay, gang. Well, thank you so much for being here. And if you were here just for the Oracle card reads, I will see you next week. And in the meantime, if you bump into anything, we have today and tomorrow are the undistorted, you're welcome, are the undistorted light from the central sun. So we are in Maita, crystal light of days. That is today and tomorrow. And then May 1st, we go up into Toroa. Okay? So if you're just here for the Oracle card read, thank you so much. And I will see you next week. And if not, I will see you over in the live stream here in just a few.